all the way to the bedside of a friend who was very ill. He sent me these flowers. It's a good thing he did. I don't approve of young man refusing dinner invitations at the very last minute.
I'll take the box and paper, Madam Rico.
It's too bad, after you've said it all so beautifully. And it's getting so late. Someone might be coming any moment. House cook.
Books and number as always, Madam.
I'm glad to hear it. She's like an actress. The better the temper, the better the performance. As long as she gives us a good dinner. The rest of you can just keep out of her way. Where's Gustav?
I'm sorry to have to say, Madam, but there's such an awful blizzard. He's sweeping off the sidewalk.
Oh dear me, yes. I should have ordered an awning. But who expected a storm like this? Here are the postcards mother and diagrams. Shall we put them around? Yes, dearly. I'm going out to look after your father. He's so helpless about his ties. Remove one plate, Donna.
Remove one plate? Madam, it's a certainty. You wouldn't sit down with 13.
13. Why, you're right, 13. We can never sit down at 13. This is all due to Mr. Harper's negligence. Sick friend, nothing. He's just one of those careless men who never answer their invitations in time. His flowers indeed to make me forgive him. Now look at what he's put me through. 13. I wonder whom I could get to come in the last minute. Quickly, help me think. There's always Uncle George. He never gets to his head.
Mr. Morgan, Madam, you always tells a joke or two.
Why, yes, Dana. That's so clever of you. Hello, Central Lakeview 5971 at once, please. Elise, dear, your hair is much too tight. Get out. Get out. Come here. Mr. Morgan's well. This is Mrs. Pringle speaking. From across the street, yes. When Mr. Morgan comes in, please tell him to call me up right away. I want him to dine with us. In about 10 minutes. You expect him? Have him call me right away. Now, if you shouldn't get it, what'll I do? Well, Mother, I don't have to be at the table. It's your party anyway. Everybody's married and older than I am. Didn't I put you next to Oliver Farnsworth? Millions! He's worth millions! He won't be giving me any. Can't he marry you? Aren't you going to try to make a good match for yourself? I've laid every eligible man I can at your head. Can't you finish the rest yourself? It's no use, Mother. You're trying to marry me off to someone as important as he is. He frightens me to death. I lose my tongue. I'm afraid of him as I'd be afraid of the Prince of Wales. The Prince of Wales? Oh, what would I give to have the Prince of Wales in my house? New York has lost its hearts to him. I was just telling Mr. Foxworth yesterday that I'd give anything to have the prince here. I would establish my social position for life, and I've set a reputation for being a wonderful hostess. Oh, dear me, the phone. Hello, Mrs. Cedric. Yes, this is Mrs. Pringle. What? No? Oh, caught in a snowdrift? Can I get another car? Good. The wheel can come. That leaves us 12. Remove 2 plates, Dana. Oh, that's a shame. I'm heartbroken. Oh, my dear. How can we get along without you? But have you really tried? Oh, I'm reduced to tears. Goodbye, dear. Well, I'm glad she dropped out. Central, give me Lakeview 5971. Dana, bring 2 less. You can save 2 cocktails and at least 4 glasses of champagne. Has Mr. Morgan come in yet? Well, don't give him the message. I telephoned before about crossing the street to Mrs. Sprinkles for dinner. It's too late. You understand? Well, anyway, I've invited Clan, returned my indebtedness, and saved lots of champagne besides.
The liquor is getting low, madam. What with prohibition, entertaining so much.
But, Mother, if there's only half 12 people, Father can sit at the head of the table. But he has to sit at the head of the table. It looks so undignified when the man of the house is fused to the side. There's no other way. There must be a woman at each end. Oh, sir! I always forget. Of course, 12 is an impossible number. I don't want to put any of this woman at the head. There's Mrs. Darby. Such a cat. I wouldn't give her the honor. And Mrs. Answer it, Dunham.
Hello, Mr. Pringle's residence. A message? Yes, sir. What, sir? Mr. Darby, the doctor says you're big as the chicken pox.
Chicken pox? Elaine! Mother!
Yes, sir. Mr. Darby sent his apologies, but owing to the transmittability of the disease, Mr. and Mrs. Darby feel obliged to regret it out of their house guests, Mr. and Mrs. Fleetwood.
That's 4 out! Then you're only 8. Wait! The plates! Dunham! Don't we know someone to invite at the last minute? The half-foods? They don't serve drinks when they entertain. Can't afford to drink mine. The greens? She's not interesting enough. Mr. Conway? He never makes a dinner call, even after all the times I have invited him. Mr. Longleg? Not at the same table with you and Oliver Farnsworth. She's far too pretty, too clever. Where's our paper? The toppers? The toppers! Good heavens, Elaine! 6 in the family! That would get us back to the door's key. Then Father can sit at the head of the table. Well, try them. I'll rush and tell your father to hold up the drawing room. Ridgeway 9325. This is Elaine Pringle. What topper am I speaking to? Ella. Hello. I hope you haven't finished your dinner. We had a party arranged before. Here at the last moment, everybody's been dropping out. The blizzard. Can't you flock your family around the corner and eat with us? Mother and I thought we knew you well enough to call you like this at the 7th hour. You would? Oh, fine. 6 more plates, Donna. Oh my God. Well, but get mother quick. Yes, of course. Why, certainly. Yes, my dear. All right. Great sister. No, what I have done. What's the matter, Elaine? What is... No, I've done it. I've just done it. But I couldn't get out of it. I just couldn't. But you weren't here. I always lose my head and bungle things. But what? Keep explaining like this. What is it? I invited Ella and the family, and she accepted it. And she said there were 2 house guests, and it would be alright. And I said
madam, the table's not that long.
Elaine, that's just like you. No tact, no worldly wisdom. If I'd have been at the phone, I'd have politely said that's my table. But you weren't at the phone. You also attend to such to yourself. You know, I always lose my head.
But the dishes, madam, and we only have 14 squabs.
I will eat any. But I must not be disgraced. We'll have to make the best of it. And insert another board. But, Mother, I didn't need to sit at the table. We're going to sit right next to Oliver Farnsworth. Now, I don't wish to hear another word about it. But, Mother, can you excuse them in without getting another board? Or if I move the chairs and place closer? Have you forgotten that Mr. Tupper weighs something like 250 pounds? And Mrs. Conley has a waistline. It can't be done.
Books in a race, madam. She says she has only prepared to 14.
I can't help it. She'll have to prepare for 16. Tell her to open cans of soup and vegetables and...
But the ice cream falls and gelatin balls.
And I'll pretend I don't like them. And I'll pretend that I want to die. But I really wouldn't be half at the table. Be still. The telephone. Now what? Don't answer it. It's driving me back. Hello? Yes, this is Mrs. Pringle. Oh, yes, Jessica. What? The blizzard. Your cold? Too dangerous. Oh, Jessica, you poor dear. Yes, your husband's right. It would be foolhardy. Put on a mustard platter, hot toddy. Go to bed. So sorry. There! That's wonderful. Now we're just 14. But the all parts are all wrong. All the 6 are coming who are originally invented. You have to make another diagram. How you want them seated? Give it to me. Here are some fresh cards. What a mess! I spent hours on word that diagram. So much depends upon having quests seated harmoniously. There's the front door, Dunham. I told Annie to answer it for you. But go! Pick it to the drawing room and tell me who it is. You murderous instrument! I have to say. Now what? Hello? Who? Mr. Farnsworth? Mr. Oliver Farnsworth? No, you're his secretary. He's what? Instructed you to make his excuses? He had to leave for Boston at once on a very important business? Oh! How dare you! How dare you! The last moment like this? No regard for her hostess's feelings. No regard for efforts. She goes to provide an evening enjoyment. And such a good dinner. I planned. And you promised he would come? Business. I don't believe it. He didn't want to exert himself. Was afraid of freezing in the blizzard. As if he didn't have half a dozen limousines to carry him to. The door. Selfishness. Downright rudeness. And worth millions. Just a match for you, Elaine. And I was bound you should meet him and sit next to him. At the table. And now, I don't know when I can give you a chance like that again. I'm perfectly furious. I'll never speak to him. Again. I won't be treated that way. Perhaps he really did have a business and he was called away. And I, one of the most important hostesses in the city. People are clamoring to receive my invitations. All my affairs are a success. I insist that they shall be. I can't bear a failure. I won't have a failure. He was my most important guest. He's such a man's man. So important. Financially. Every other man considers it an honor to meet him. And now, not coming? I'm furious. It's all this damnable blizzard. No, I'll have to stay away from the table. His not coming makes us thirsty again. Go to bed! Go up to the nursery and upset the milk and crackers. But, Mother, it's not my fault that you had business out of town. Yes, it is. If you perk up a bit and not be so timid and make something of yourself, not hear about your attractions from other men. I'm curious to meet him myself. Oh, what a family I have! No one to help me with my ambitions. Go to bed. I certainly won't sit down to 13. Go to bed. Get out of my sight.
It was Mr. Morgan, Madam.
Mr. Morgan, why did you telephone explain not to come?
He couldn't have received the second message, Madam, for I heard him speaking to Mr. Lincoln how happy he was to receive your telephone invitation.
That makes it 13 again, unless you don't want me to go to bed. Of course I don't want you to go to bed. We're back to where we started. 14. Dana!
I'll get the cutlass ready, Madam. Annie told me there were several motors making their way through the snow. It's late now and cooks worrying about the dinners getting too dry.
I won't answer it. I should say not. Hello. What is it? Yes? Yes! Mrs. Tupper. Yes, Mrs. Tupper. But no, you must come. We're prepared for you. Yes, for 8 of you. Your daughter told my daughter about your house guests, and we are delighted to have them. But now we're set for you. But our plate is set. But your daughter was quite right. It wasn't an imposition at all. But you must come now. Of course, my daughter had authority to invite the guests of... Oh, 8 isn't it at all a big number? There's room. The table is all set. But I beg for you. But my dear, you're not imposing. Oh, but how foolish of you to take that stand. Why, my dear? My dear. Now, what do you think of that? Mrs. Tupper is perfectly furious at Ella for telling you about the house guest. And since Ella has no fact, that nothing would induce her to bring 8 when we invested 6. So she's leaving Ella and Henry at home. Only 6 are coming. Remove 2 plates, Dana. We're 12 after all. But if you leave at 12, Father can sit at the end. I shall go mad! I'll never entertain again. Never! Never! People ought to know whether they're coming or not. But they accept and regret and accept. They drive me wild. This is my last dinner party. My very last. A fiasco! An utter fiasco! I have this crowd hurried together when I had planned everything so beautifully. Now, how shall I seat them? How? If I put Mr. Tupper here and Mrs. Conley there, then Mrs. Tupper has to sit next to her husband. And if I want Mr. Morgan there, oh, it's impossible. I might as well put their homes in a hat and drown them out of random. Never again. I'm through. Through with society, with parties, with friends, with my slide, with clean. They'll miss my entertainments. They'll wish they had been more considerate. After this, I'm going to leave for myself. I'm going to be selfish and hard and unsociable. And drink my liquor myself instead of offering to gratis to the whole town. I'm through. Through with men like Oliver Farnsworth. I don't care how French they are. They're nothing without courtesy and consideration. Business, up on train. Nonsense! Didn't want to meet a sweet, pretty girl. Didn't want to marry her. Well, he's not good enough for you. Don't you marry him. Don't you marry him. I won't let you marry him. Do you hear? If you try to elope or anything like that, I break it off. Yes, I will break it off. Yes. Oliver Farnsworth will
madam.
A note from Mr. Farnsworth?
Yes, madam. There are two strange gentlemen in a lower hall. They presented this letter. He said he was the secretary. All the other guests are upstairs in the drawing room, madam. I counted 12 in all, including you and Mr. Crinkle and Miss Lee. But the other two gentlemen downstairs, madam, are waiting for your answer. The one gentleman's face looked very familiar, madam. But I just can't place him. Although I'm sure I've seen his face somewhere.
See his face? Somewhere? Oh my goodness, Elaine! It's Prince of Wales!
The secretary said you cut off the telephone of a central disconnecting you. He was about to tell you that Mr. Farnsworth knew that the blizzard had prevented his highness from keeping an engagement way uptown.
The Prince of Wales, sitting in my lower hall, waiting for me to ask him to dinner. Then we'll be 13 again.
There's the secretary, miss. He is his bodyguard.
Certainly, the secretary, Elaine. We shall be 14 at dinner. Serve the cocktails, Dunham. The guests may sit anywhere they chose. I shall bring the prince in with me. But, Mother, wasn't it nice of Oliver Farnsworth to send a prince in his place? Didn't I always say that Oliver Farnsworth was the most considerate of men? I think I shall like Mr. Farnsworth. Silly child. It's too late now to like Mr. Farnsworth. It's time now to like the prince. I always manage somehow to be the most successful hostesses. Thank God for the blizzard.